One of the interesting technologies that I've come across is the Roku device. And what it does is it plugs into your TV and it gives you access to specific channels on the Roku device. Well, one of the channels that is out there is the Mormon channel. And we also have BYU TV. And I must admit that the reason I bought the Roku is so I'd have access to BYU TV. But there's several other channels out there. And one of the things that might be interesting is to actually have a fair LDS channel or something similar. And the technology isn't too hard to put together. So let me kind of give you a tour of what that could look like. So with this, you could actually have your logo and you go inside and you have several different choices. And there's a lot of flexibility as to how you'd put it together, but maybe you'd put it by the categories of some of the major producers. So Dr. Peterson, we could have a channel for you, and more than one actually, but you can kind of go in there and you pull the video up and you can start watching it on your TV. And we might want to think a little bit about video quality and how different things look that way. But as we do that, then you end up with some nice presentations, and you can go through and you can put quite a few different videos together. Let's take a look at Brent, and we can go in and you can see I've already watched a few of these and putting this together. But here's Brent, and he's going through his presentation, and someone might say, wow, that's really good information there. I really wish I had something more there. And so depending on how sophisticated we wanted to go, we could actually have a mechanism where they submit their email address and get some more information or request information or contact. And I think that'd be interesting in the scholarly community, as well as giving an opportunity for someone to request more information that was just interested in the topic. And you can go in and refer it to other people or friends or anything that way. We could have the capability of putting your email address in, and that way you could just interact and go back and forth with people. Another thought I had is in looking at the registration and some information for the upcoming Fair LDS, saw that maybe there's some room for having some promotional items. One thing that BYU TV does very well is they have sponsors. So we're really not selling commercials, but there's sponsors that come in. Then of course you could put a mission statement in, and this talks just a little bit, just did some cutting and pasting off the website. So anyway, just a brief demo of what a Roku channel would look like within the Roku environment. And the other thing to realize is this can be done for other platforms as well. Apple TV, Google TV, Samsung has an app that they use on their proprietary system. But one of the things that's nice about Roku is it's well established in the LDS community because of BYU TV and the Mormon channel. So there's some advantages that way. Anyway, just wanted to give you something to think about, and where I have some time would be happy to volunteer in putting something like this together.